Right. Hello. Hello. We are here to talk about Canva. I hope the technology is working because it's not going to be very effective to talk about Canva if I cannot share my screen. So I hope that y'all can see me. It looks like from my phone that it is working. So one thing's working today. So amazing. So I hope we're all here. You're gonna have fabulous. I think it's Thursday. When you work for yourself, I'm a PR consultant and a social seller for the company Life Activated Brands. You kind of forget what day it is sometimes, but I think it's Thursday. Um, yes, it is Thursday. And I'm so excited to talk about Canva because it is one of my favorite tools. I probably am on there like 92 times a day, doing something, playing in it. But I have to tell you, I am not an expert, even though I have so much fun in it. 2 years ago, when I started at Lab, I had never heard of Canva at all. So I learned by going in and playing around and just having fun and not being afraid of it. So I encourage you to not be afraid of it either and to have fun. I'm not going to look at the Facebook feed because that is throwing me off. I'm going to look at the Zoom feed. So hopefully you can see me. If you are here live and watching with me, you'll see the little red live button up there. If somebody could, if you are here and you could throw me a comment just to let me know that I can see comments if I can. Um, that would be super helpful because I want to be able to know if I'm going to be able to answer your questions here. So I don't know. I've never actually gone live through Zoom on the Facebook. So this is new for me. New experience. So if you're here and you see that little red button, say hi to me so I know you're here. You put a hashtag Canva. And if you do not see that little, I think I'm mirrored. If you don't see that little red live button, it means you are watching the replay. You can still drop your questions right there in the feed, and I will do my best to go back and answer them. Or if we don't answer them here, we'll answer them next week when we go live to talk about Canva. So again, I didn't know anything about Canva when I started this. I just sort of figured it out. That's my approach to life. I'll figure it out. I'll have fun and figure it out. And maybe it's because I'm not a graphic designer, but I like it. I've always liked it. I've always been attracted to this stuff that I just go on and I just have fun and I don't allow myself to be intimidated. And so that's what I did and I enjoy it. I love it. And there's so much that you can do. So I understand why it can be easy to get intimidated when you open it because you can do so many things. And about maybe a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, Canva had their annual big old conference or shindig, whatever you want to call it. And they introduced a whole bunch of new things, a huge new suite of design tools, bunch of AI stuff, and I haven't even dug into all of that yet. So I gotta learn that before I can tell you about it. But I figured for tonight, since it's the first week we're all here, that we would just kind of go through and talk through the tools and the things that I use the most often, how I get started, where I go, and what each of the the little buttons and the menus and all of the things mean and how to use them, the basics. So sort of, Canva 101, if you will. So I'm going to try and see if I can share my screen, if I can find Canva, which will be fun. Show all windows. Let's see. I think, let's see. I know. I know what to do. I know what to do. I gotta do this. There we go. And then I go here. And then I go here. There it is. Okay. Let's try this again. Right. So hopefully you can see my screen here. Now it might be a little bit delayed because I am in Zoom and streaming to Facebook. So hopefully we're not too delayed, but yeah, we'll see. So this is the homepage here. And I can also try to use the annotate button in Zoom. So we're gonna see if that works as well. I'm just trying all sorts of new things today. How fun. So it's pretty busy. This page, maybe I shouldn't use it yet. Go away. It's pretty busy here. You can see over on the left. Also, I should say, what you see on the desktop, the laptop or the computer version is going to look a little different from what you see on your phone version of Canva. So don't be alarmed if what you're seeing here on this screen looks a little different from what you see on your phone. It's all the same stuff. It's just laid out a little bit differently. So on your computer, it can be bigger than what you can get on your tiny little phone. But isn't it cool that you can do things on the phone and then it's immediately on your computer? So if you jump from your iPad to your phone to your computer, it's all the same. It's all right there. It just transfers over. That is one of my favorite things about Canva. Just checking, make sure there's no comments. I think so. I definitely cannot see comments when I'm sharing the screen unless I look at my phone. So important. If you're talking to me, just scream and maybe I'll hear you. All right. So this is the home screen. You can see over here, you have your home, you have something called Magic Studio. That is what they just launched. We're not going to really talk about that today. Projects are things that you have done or created. Templates are pre-made templates of things that you can go into, use as a starting point and recreate. Brand is really cool. It might only be for pro users, which I'm also going to call out. I have the pro version of Canva. If you only have the free version, there will be some things that you will not have access to. It's really like, I think I have more fonts, more access to photos, more access to different frames, different images, things like that. So I think it's about $12 a month for the pro. If you end up loving it, it's worth it. If not, there's still a ton you can do in free. And then there's apps here. I don't really ever use this menu very much. Really, when I come into Canva, the very first thing I do is I go to social media because I know I'm going to make either a square Instagram post or a portrait Instagram post or a landscape Facebook post. Now, I know they say Facebook and Instagram, but these are interchangeable no matter which platform you are using. I tend to go with the Instagram square because I don't know, there's something about that shape I just really like. There's no rhyme or reason to it. But you can use any of those for the platform. Just because this is Instagram doesn't mean you can't use the square on Facebook. Just because this is Facebook landscape doesn't mean you can't use it on Instagram. Okay, so know that. So, but I typically go here for social media. It's going to give you these same things. We'll pick Instagram post. Now on your phone, it's not going to pull up this view just yet. It's going to give you all of the templates first. So I just hit it, but it'll give you all the templates. What you see in here is what you'll get on your phone first. And then once you click a template or click a blank template, it'll bring you to this view. So that's one difference between the laptop and the phone. All right, so typically, it depends on what I'm doing. Sometimes I'll look for a template and start there, or sometimes I'll just start with a blank view. But before we get there, I want to talk about all of the tools over here. These are going to be your babies. These are what you want to learn, what you want to get comfortable with, all of these things over on your list here. So elements. This one you're going to use all the time, right? This is where you're going to go to add shapes. So if you want to add a circle, if you want to add a rectangle behind text, like a color block behind text, if you want to add a picture of a cartoon cat, if you want to add a texture, that's going to be here. You want to add arrows, lines, frames, anything you can think of that would be an element of a graphic, that will be here under elements. One of my favorite things that is here is called a frame. And it's these picture frames here. You see, I just clicked on it and it goes straight into the graphic here. So when you see these frames that has the sky and the cloud and the picture, that means you can actually drop a photo into this picture and it will stay this size or this shape. Let's do a circle instead, because that's going to be better. Now, if I take a picture, like a photograph, let's do one from here, and I drag it and drop it right over, see how it stays that shape? It didn't just stay the square, it turns it into the circle. That's what that frame element does. I think that's pretty cool. And then you can move it, you can put it off to the side, you can make it bigger, make it funky shapes, whatever you want to do. Right. So I love that. And they have lots of different types of shapes, including laptops, cell phones. So when you see people doing things that look like you're watching a video on a laptop or a cell phone, they've used a frame like this and they've dropped a picture or a video into the cell phone, because you can drop a video in there too. Let's just put the video in. See how that was done? So easy. I'm just using their pre-populated videos, but you can use your own videos too. Super, super, super easy. Okay. You just have to find the frame. And again, you find those frames in elements. You can find them up here at the top under the categories, or like I did, I just searched frame because I was too lazy to scroll all the way over. I mean, when you search frame, it also is going to pop up this. Now, this one does not have that picture of the sky and the clouds in it. So you're not going to be able to drag and drop a photo in there and have it do that. It has to have that picture of the clouds in the sky to be able to do the fun picture thing. It's the difference. Okay. Let's delete these. So that's your elements bucket. Again, it's got fun graphics. It does have photos. It has some videos. This is where you can add, oh, get rid of this arrows, shapes, where you go for the frames. You can also add charts in there. If you want anything you can think of, type it in there and you'll find it. There's charts and tables, all in elements, okay? The next bucket is text. That's pretty obvious. I have my brand in here. So again, if that's a pro feature, if you have your brand colors or your brand fonts or whatever, you can actually save that in a brand kit. I'm not going to really go through that today because it's a little bit more elevated. That's why you see these saved here. It will also give you some pre-made font combinations that you can borrow, or you just add a text box. And it will start with the regular old basic Canva text. And you just move it around by clicking on that little arrow button there. And you can go to this box here. Okay. I get rid of that. Oh, there's an eraser. And you can change the font that way. So you click on that drop down arrow there, and then you can pick any font you want. Just select it and you change the fonts that way. Okay, that's how you change your fonts. You can see that. Whatever you like, and it's fun because it's over here and it shows you kind of what it's gonna look like. It gives you that preview over here. So once you find something you like, you add it in, and when you click in this box, like you click in the text box, you see all of these options come up here, right? So you can change color. Some of the text font options give you the possibilities to bold or underline. This button here allows you to uppercase it all or put it in sentence case. This button here, you can center it, you can justify, make it all go to the left. You can make it bullets or numbers, neither. I'm going to add a second paragraph there so you can see that. And then this one is cool, where it says spacing. You can actually go in and it's over so you can see. You can actually change the spacing of the letters by moving that little circle dot. If you want to have all your letters go far apart or really, really narrow, squish them together. And you can change the spacing of the lines. So that's how you would do that with this button there. Okay. And then there's some extra stuff there, but that's again a little more advanced. So I'm not going to go through that one just yet. And then you can move it around and you see like the lines, those pink lines, that tells you that that's centered. So that's just some like ruler lines to let you know you're in the right spot. So that's the text. I'm going to skip over brand. Uploads is how you upload your own photos. So you click on the button upload files and it's going to upload the photos from your computer or from your phone. Draw is what it says it is. It allows you to draw pictures. I don't use that one because I can't draw. Projects, and this one is if you've already made your own graphics or designs, you can find them there. I'm going to skip over apps for now. Photos are the photos that Canva gives you. So you can add in photos that they already have. Once you click, if you just click on that photo, it's going to add it right in to the screen. All I do is click. I don't have to drag and drop. I'm just clicking. Now, if you want to fill the entire page, you can either stretch it out like that, or you can bring it over, dragging it, and it will fill the screen. Those are your options there. And then again, up here at this top menu, you've got options here. So you can go in and edit your photo, and it's going to give you a bunch of options here to play. So you can add shadows. The blur is really fun. You can go in and blur sections, make it more intense, less intense. You can blur the entire image. You can change filters if you want to change like the colors, have fun with it, do things that way. Again, this is just go in, have fun, play with it. What else was going to do here to show you? Oh, this button here is the transparency button. So if you want to make your picture lighter, so say you want to have text that goes over this that you can read, maybe you want to make it really light. So now you can see that text, but you still see the picture, right? You click on this transparency button and you play until you get it to the right level. That's what that tool does there. Okay. Audio, that's adding sound. Yeah, I'll use that one. Videos, same as the picture. It's the videos that are available in Canva. Delete that silly picture. Again, you can drag and drop and it will fill the page, or you can just click it and it will add it as a small size. And you can do the same things as you do with the picture. You can edit it and change the filters. You can adjust things. If you have the Pro version, it's very cool. You can remove the background in videos now. So you can actually make your own GIFs or GIFs, however you say it, by removing the background. Background is what it says it is. It is backgrounds that Canva gives you. So just background colors, background graphics, background fun things. So if you're looking for a super fun, cool background for your graphic, that's in the background tab. Bulk create is something we're not going to go over today. That is a pretty advanced option, but we will talk about that at a later time. And then the rest is if you have logos and other pieces that you've created. So those are the main tools that you can use here. The ones I use all the time are the elements, like I said, the text, and then, the photos, the videos, the uploads. I'm going to go, and also, just so you know, this is saving all the time. You never have to save it. It does that automatically for you. These other buttons up here, so where it says your paragraph text, you can save. You can name the file. So this is like sample for Facebook Live. If I wanted to download this gorgeous graphic right here, it's the share button. Okay, that's where you go to download the file. You would just hit download and then hit that down arrow to however you want to download it. It could be JPEG. The ping file is how it's going to automatically save it unless it's a video. You could do a PDF. You could change it into a video. If it was a video and you wanted to make it a GIF, you could do that. Right? If you say you were creating a where is it? Here we go. Say you wanted to create this as a template that you could share with your team so that your team could use it to change their own colors and add their own website to or whatever. You'd hit this template link and then send them the link, and they would have the main design file, but they would be able to then edit it without changing for you. So that's kind of cool. Insights button does. I've never pressed that before. All right, so that's, those are the basics, guys. Those are them. So that's the square. The other ones I use, Instagram story. It's just going to be a different size. Oh, I guess I should show you a template. Let's do the template here in the stories. Okay. So you can see how you might want to edit a template. Let's pick a fun one. This looks like a fun one. I don't like that one. Let's do this one. So you can see here, this is a template. It's already created. It's got some pictures in it. It has some text. Looks like it has maybe some lines there, or just the pictures aren't all together. But you know what? I don't love these pictures. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna click on that picture, and then I'm gonna go over here to photos. And you know what? I want this to be a snowman. So I'm gonna type in snowman. I like this one right here. So I'm gonna drag, I'm holding down with my mouse, and I'm just gonna drag and drop it right in there. And now I've changed that picture to a snowman. It's not gonna be snowman because all these snowman pictures are cute. So that's just what I'm doing. I am holding on with my finger and dragging all those pictures over. So now I've changed this picture to what I like it, and I can't see that text anymore. So what did? I just clicked on that text. I'm going to go up to here where it says quicksand, and I'm going to find a new font. You know what? Maybe intro rust. Rust looks good, but I don't like the color. Let's change that color to purple because purple is the best color ever. Maybe we'll change the size and make it bigger. I'm going to go in here and change the spacing, change that line spacing, and there we go. I just changed that template to something I like a little bit better. And then I could go in share, download, and save if I wanted to save that. Now maybe it needs a little something extra. Maybe we want to add a Christmas bulb. So I'm going to elements, and I'm going to look for a Christmas light bulb. Look at those light bulbs. Oh, well, let's see. Let's see. Look, there's a purple one. Well, that's way too big. We can make it smaller. And maybe we'll turn it around. See, I just used that this little button right here. I like this annotate thing. Can't erase it though. And then I'm gonna Oops. I see I messed that up, so I'm gonna use the undo button. Can make it a little smaller. Put it off to the side there. I think I need a few more of those. So I'm gonna hit this button that says duplicate. And we're just gonna make a couple more of those. And there we go. Now I have a beautiful snowman story photo. Maybe this photo needs, and these light bulbs need some shadow with them. So I'm gonna hit that edit photo button because that's where the shadow effect is, right here. And I'm gonna hit, let's hit the drop. Let's see what that one looks like. And maybe a little bit more. Maybe angle it. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And then let's do the same thing with this one. I'm gonna change the filter so it's a different color purple. And then I'm gonna do the same thing with this one. Let's make it right. There we go. So now, all right, I'm happy with that. And then I could download it there. So you can see we did all of that in the edit photo button. Now, maybe I want to flip it. You can either flip it horizontally so that that white dot is different, or I want that button to be down. I don't know why. I just wanted to show you the flip button. I don't like that. I'm going to flip it back vertical again. All right, so that's that button. And we're done. That's how you would use a template with the photos. Now maybe I'm gonna decide that I don't really like this template anymore, and I want to use something totally different. So bye-bye. Let's use this instead. Looks like that is a photo. I'll use something that can change graphics. Okay. So this has a bunch of elements. I didn't talk to you about the position one. Okay, that's good. Let's talk about that. So position is a good one. So you can move things front, you can move it to the back. Sometimes you're going to want like lines and photos and things to be behind each other. That's what that position is for. This is a lot of peach. I like all these colors. I'm going to go to that color button and make that background image purple. Now if I click on that one, let's make that a different shade of purple. If you come down here, once you click on that button, if there's multiple elements that are all the same color that you just changed, you can change them all at the same time. So I just did that. And let's make this one turquoise. Again, I'm going to make all that same color turquoise. I think the font needs to be white. I think that color's ugly. Let's make it lime green. Why not? I don't know what that one's doing there. Let's make that a gradient. Oh, I think I might have added that on accident. Actually, let's make the background a gradient color. Yeah. Now, if I want to change those two colors that it's a gradient with, I can go and I can click on this button here. I'm just going to open these up. I can click on the first color and move it. So I want that first color to be more purpley. Okay. And then I want the second color maybe to be lighter. There we go. That looks better. What do you think? Actually, that looks pretty ugly. But you see how I did that. And then I'm going to go in and add some more texture. So let's add some textured background. Hey, that one looks cool. I'm just gonna make that one go up. So this is what I'm talking about, position. See how that is now on top and it's covering the text? We can't see anything. I want that to go all the way to the, where is it? So this, it's right here. So I'm gonna drag that all the way down. Maybe. Yep. So it's all the way at the back. It's also kind of dark. I want to make it a little more translucent. So I'm going to hit that transparency button so it's a little bit lighter. And there you have it. So that's how you can change a template that is more graphical instead of photos. And then again, you go to share, download, and then download it to save. Hopefully that gives you a better sense of some of those basic tools, how to use templates, how to use colors, how to use the fonts. If you have questions about any of that, put them in the comments. I will come back and I will answer those questions for you. The next time we meet next week, we'll do some of the more advanced stuff. We'll talk you through how you set up your brand. I will also talk to you about some of the AI features that are in here. It's pretty fun now. Here, you can actually use, they've integrated with ChatGPT, so you can actually use ChatGPT to help you write some of the content right within Canva. We can also talk about video. We can talk about how to use some of the other more robust designs. You guys, Canva can also make websites. Canva can do newsletters for you. Canva can do whole articles and ebooks and things. So think about what all you would like to learn how to do beyond just these basic things. And I think it was Karen who wanted to know about, before I forget, because I almost did, wanted to know about YouTube. So to do the thumbnail, or I think you were calling it covers, it is YouTube thumbnail, depending on which kind of YouTube you're talking about. Because there's YouTube Shorts, and then there's the regular old YouTube that is horizontal. So if you're talking about YouTube Shorts, which is the ones that look like Reels or TikToks, to my knowledge, you cannot add a cover to those. To those, you have to actually pick an image from the video itself, kind of like you have to do in TikTok. You take the slider and pick in your video. The key is you have to do that before you hit post. Once you've posted it, you can't edit. I'm not a YouTube expert by any means. That is my least known of all of the platforms. So if I am wrong there, don't quote me, please. And someone let us know otherwise. But the YouTube thumbnail, if you're doing it the longer way, so anything over a minute, I believe, and it's horizontal like I am right now, you would just go here to YouTube thumbnail. and it's going to size it the exact size that you need. And you can pick one of these templates. I did one the other day. I actually used this template here, but you can pick any template you want. Maybe this is a good one. And then click on the elements and edit them to whatever uh, text you want. You can click on this picture and replace it with your own. Either hit edit photo or go into the uploads and change it out with your picture, or delete it and just add your picture and get rid of the background. We'll talk about background. I actually need to check if background remover can be done in the free version or if that's only in the pro version. I didn't know the answer to that, so that's why I didn't talk about it. But anyway, it is YouTube thumbnail. That's where you go for your cover. Hopefully, oops. I didn't see you on here, but hopefully I remembered. I think it was Karen. All right, so that is the basics of Canva. Like I said, if you have questions, please put them below. Please share this with a friend who doesn't know Canva well. And we'll be back next week. Same time, I think 7:30 next week, unless something changes. This seems to be a pretty good time for me. And we'll talk soon. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. And I don't know where I want to stop the share. There we go. And I'll talk to you soon. Have a great night.